Sometimes we tend to get lucky and fall onto some windfall money. Windfall money is basically money that was not expected, and this is like, okay, I wouldn't say expected, but it's just like some windfall money, money that is not usually your salary or just money you come across. Okay, so this includes things like bonuses, tax returns, or even gifts. So here are 5 things to do when you come across windfall money. It doesn't matter whether it's a small amount or a huge amount. I told you, habits are consistent. Even if you have a small amount and a big amount, how you treat the small amount is how you treat the big amount. So the first thing to do is avoid making outrageous upgrades onto your lifestyle. Don't buy luxury items that cost an arm and a leg. You need to embrace delayed gratification, in that you desire that thing, but you are willing to wait maybe for a certain while before you get it. And the reason I say this is just because I was watching a reality show the other day, and there's this lady who had won, I don't know, when I converted it into Kenyan shillings, it was, I think, 500 million Kenyan shillings. That's like 500 million Kenyan shillings. So I think 10 years later in the show, she's like worth 200 million Kenyan shillings. I'm like, what did you do with the money? I think when I was actually disturbed by this story, that I went to Google like what happened. I think she spent it on like luxury items, big cars. She like bought everyone in the family like a luxury car. And I was like, girl, those are things that will depreciate. She could have just put like maybe 400 million in like a hedge fund or like a mutual fund or like in an ETF and splurged 100. Like, don't go splurging the money that you expect to live on, guys. I will keep repeating this. Yes, the other thing that you need to do is, obviously it kind of matches with the first point, is invest in assets and not liabilities. I'm not saying like don't spend ever on liabilities, but you need to prioritize your assets. The thing is, if you buy assets, let's say you buy bonds and money market funds and ETFs and real estate rates, the dividends from this money will be able to fund your luxury. It will be able to fund your liabilities, as opposed to you get the money, you buy luxury car, luxury house, luxury shoes, luxury bags. They're not generating any money. They're keeping the money seated. The money is not working. And actually, the minute you buy that item, the value starts coming down, as opposed to an asset which the value keeps going up, and that's why it's able to pay for your liabilities. Guys, please, when you get windfall money, it is even a chance to like boost your portfolio. It is a chance to like, if you intended maybe to reach 100K by this month or by this year, you will reach it quicker when you put windfall money there, as opposed to buying liabilities. The other thing that you need to do when you get windfall money is don't rush to tell everyone the news. And this is just because people are entitled. It is crazy, but it's true. People are entitled to your money, and they think like when you have a lot of money, you must help them. Like, why are you not helping me? See, now not gonna do like mbona unisaidia. And then I keep telling you, like, don't take onto yourself everyone's burdens. Sometimes you can only do so much, you can only help so much, and not everyone's problem is your problem, and not everyone's emergency is your emergency. Like, that's what you need to do, especially things to do with black tax and like people who take advantage of you. If you even you're a giver, you give, so people don't stop taking. So you need to not rush. Don't rush into buying stuff. Don't rush into buying um don't rush into telling people, so that you can make like an informed decision when you're calm and you know exactly what to do. Okay, the other thing you need to do is take time before making impulse purchases. And this includes land. At the end of the day, I'm not against land, but I like to prioritize income generating assets. So consider things like bonds, consider things like ETFs, consider things like onshore, offshore stocks. At the end of the day, you need something that is generating you income, but you need like to take time before making an impulse decision, because you need to know like how will this decision affect me right now. Maybe if I set some money for my emergency fund, I'll be sorted. If I buy this land right now, maybe it's a good decision. If I buy this land right now, it's preventing me from buying maybe something else that would have been generating income. Maybe if I buy this land now, it's going to prevent me from maybe I wanted to buy like goats, which you'll be selling for income. Like don't make an impulse decision, that's all I'm saying. Don't go, like, don't feel so generous that now you want to go investing in startups, and like maybe your friends are selling you these ideas, you're like, yeah, let's do it, because at that particular moment you feel like you have the money and the ability, but you need to make decisions that are clearly well thought and strategic. Okay, the other thing that you need to do, guess what it is? Do something that makes you happy. Like, I know when I talk about this money, like, people think that, oh my god, she must be so stingy, or maybe she never does anything for fun, or maybe she never buys anything because she's always discouraging buying stuff. But that's not how it is. I actually, like, you can, like I just told you, that woman who got 500M, she could have invested 400M and splurged 100M. Like, you don't have to invest everything, because when you do that, like, honestly, me, there's a time I had started my investing journey and I was feeling very resentful, because every time my paycheck came, okay, may invest, like, I've not done anything like to make me happy. I've not bought myself something nice. If you want to go drink that latte, go drink it. If you want to buy that shoe, if you want to upgrade your gadget, if you want to revamp your house, if you want to do some clothes shopping, you can do all this. But I'm just telling you guys to prioritize. So go do something nice. Like Ramit said, he says, invest heavily on what you love and cut back mercilessly on what you don't like. So basically, your money is just to give you freedom. Like, do you like traveling more than you like buying a house? Prioritize traveling. Do you like buying a house more than eating out? Prioritize buying a house. Like, basically, it's what makes you happy. You don't have to do whatever everyone is doing. But yeah, guys, take charge of your financial journey, and yeah, I'll see you next time.